into the VRM cooler, and then we're good. We've completed the loop. Just make sure you leave enough slack in the lines. That actually has a double benefit. So one, it allows us to pull that out and fill it and then put it back in. And two, that means we can repurpose this soft tubing for a future build if we have a run that's slightly longer.
Ah, yes.
So I really want to use white to go down to the VRMs, but we only have this little scrap of tubing. Fortunately, check this out. This quick connect from Colder not only matches our red, white, and blue color scheme, it can act as a coupler. So then we can actually take, check this out, this piece of red tubing then, and extend it.
That is perfect. 3, 2, a 1.
Whoa! Dang.
So one of our Corsair fans isn't connected, but
and
that's
the
not
pump
a big...
does work, I think. You might just have to power cycle real quick here. I thought I saw, hey!
Nice.
Okay, so now we just need to, I think we need to plug it into a monitor and stuff, get these fan headers turned on and all that.
We've got all these cables for the light strips, which looks not all that great. You can't have all of those cables there. So I'm going to use this cable mod AIO sleeving to just get it all nice and tucked away so we don't have to worry too much about it.
Oh, I can smell it. We are so close. So at the back, we've got a matching power and HDMI cable, and then we've got other colors. Hey, it posted!
Nice.
I mean, we knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, because it didn't post and then we fixed it.
Don't put that in.
I love the way she moves. She with the business. From a walk to a talk, she can really get it. I came from the bottom, yeah, them streets wicked. I know you see me at the top, cause I'm really winning. I love the way she moves. She with the business. From a walk to a talk, she can really get it. I came from the bottom, yeah, them streets wicked. I know you see me at the top, cause I'm really winning. I came from the bottom, Mobile, Alabama. Salute to all my killers locked up in that slammer. What you know about them rides, we be sitting high, chilling in the woods on the campfire. Take that boat out to that water for that fish fry. I be swimming with them gators, drinking mudslide. If you get it how I get it, then you living life. I know they hate the way I get it, cause I'm so fly. I can go and throw them hundreds like emojis, and go and chill with your girl while she coach me. I'm that dude, and you know it.
We've got quite the puddle here. We might need to swap it out every like hour or two of use, but...
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Think of it like oil changes for your car.
Okay.
But instead of oil changes, just filling up the oil that leaks out the bottom. Which, I mean, that's a thing some people do deal with their cars. Oh, yes, we've got a full bench drive ready to rock here. Let's see this thing haul. There's artifacting, our GPU is dead.
I think it's dead.
Speaking of dead, this meme. So thanks for watching our video creating out of parts we legitimately already had, which is sort of terrible. The world's ugliest gaming rig, sponsored by Cable Mod. So guys, I'm gonna give you the full details for the builds.gg giveaway. You guys are gonna have to do a little better than this, by the way. So method one of winning is they're providing $10,000 in prize money, $5,000 to first place, 3 to second, and 2 to third, and the top 3 builds that receive most of the votes during the contest will win that. Method number 2 is not everyone has an awesome rig, but they want to make sure everyone has a chance to win, so depending on how many people participate, Cable Mod will provide another additional $10,000 of prize money. So if there's 1,000 entrants, they'll do 2 $100 prizes, and if there's up to 50,000 entrants, they'll do 2 $1,500 prizes, and then there's a whole bunch of stages in between, a total of up to another $10,700. Method number 3 is for users that have no build to share but want to join the competition by voting for builds. For those people, there will be hardware prizes from brands like Asus, Noble Chairs, Performance PCs, Cable Mod, and others. So head to the link in the video description for your chance to win or to submit your build or to vote on builds. By the way, we do fully intend to submit this build, so feel free to vote for us. So thanks for watching, guys. If you disliked this video, you can hit that button, but if you liked it, hit like, get subscribed, or maybe consider checking out where to buy the stuff we featured at the link in the video description. Also down there is our merch store, which has cool shirts like this one, and our community forum, which you should totally join. Thanks, Alex. Really, really getting your priorities in line.
There we go.
Thank you. We should do a thumbnail, and let's end this. Today's video was actually inspired by one of our forum members.
Because people like to watch stuff get thrown at you. So thanks, Stab Your Face, for recommending that we do the Amazon Basics thing again with monoprice stuff.
Stab your face, that's the username?
Well, no, it's only 2 words. It's Stab Your Face.
Got it. And what is this?
Don't look at that. Spoilers! You'll find out soon enough.
And this monoprice gaming adventure is brought to you by...
Storyblocks!
Well, I was expecting you to say, can't tell you. That's a spoiler too. Storyblocks Video offers you studio quality stock video clips for a fraction of the price. Check them out at the link in the video description. So the premise is pretty simple yet again. We basically went on a monoprice shopping spree, not because they paid us or we even particularly like those guys, to be perfectly frank with you.
Now don't slide it too much.
Whoa, whoa, it doesn't have
any feet on the bottom, so this thing will screw up your desk.
Wow, and potentially your day. Jeez, you get that.
So obviously this is a dual monitor stand.
Yeah.
If you somehow want to put your dual monitors vertically.
Okay, so what are the specs of this puppy?
This is a 2560 by 1440p, 144 hertz, FreeSync monitor.
144 hertz?
Yes.
Not bad.
It also has some kind of quantum dots.
Okay.
And I tested the colors and they're actually pretty good. Over 99% coverage of sRGB.
Okay, and how much do we pay for one of these?
$400. So this was the $36 mechanical feel keyboard.
Yeah, which didn't impress us much. Ugh.
Much City.
So it's a 10 keyless, and it uses Otemu Brown switches. How much do I pay for the privilege of Otemu Browns?
$2 more than that one, $38 total. And even though this one has the double shot injected keys that light can shine through,
yeah,
there's no backlight, it's not RGB. And this Amazon one is RGB.
Did you hear that backspace when I hit it? The key stabilization's so bad. Hold on. I'd take this. I'd give up my number pad, I'd give up my backlighting, I'd give up my macro keys. But then I type more than I game. And when it comes to just WASDing around, back when I used to game a lot, honestly, I used membrane keyboard anyway, so.
Yeah, but now you have taste.
Wow. It doesn't have a forward button. Please tell me this is programmable.
I saw a lot of reviews saying it's not.
You know what? This thing sucks and I hate it.
One thing it has is weight. You can change the weight. Although it says push, it actually means pull or push on this. This is actually a cylinder stack of little weight tuning discs.
Holy crap, Brandon, check this out. So my gut feeling on the pixel response time motion blur, look at the trails behind the banner on the LTT website as I move it around. That is disgusting.
Wow.
See that?
I thought it was like an intended
Woof.
parallax effect of the website.
No. That is horrendous.
I've never seen that in my life.
So that's what happens when you take a panel that doesn't have adequate pixel response times for the refresh rate you're running and just overclock the snot out of the refresh rate. The worst part, we aren't even at 144 hertz yet. But this is one of those examples of monitor specs being misleading. It's like, yeah, 140 hertz, get you gaming. This is not gonna be an amazing gaming experience.
What?
Keep hitting me, oh, wait.
So their bread and butter is cables.
Yeah.
So here we have,
We own so many monoprice cables.
this is a monoprice DisplayPort cable.
Giving them way too much money.
This is an Amazon Basics DisplayPort cable.
The monoprice one better be cheaper because this is a really old housing style with the button lock.
This is the one that we had already. We didn't just buy this.
We didn't just
so
buy
this
it.
could be older.
Oh.
Remember how in the Amazon video you're like, why did you buy this? We have 1 million of these.
Yes. Well, now I see how it was not necessarily better to do it the other way. Thank you, James, for illuminating that for me.
So there's 2 types. This is the ultra slim one.
Yep.
That's 4 feet for $10. And this one is the premium one, which is 6 feet for $6.50. Premium is cheaper than ultra slim.
Right, that's probably just because, yeah, this is cheaper to manufacture.
Or you can get a nice braided one from Amazon Basics, 6 feet for $8.
I like the slim one. Really lightweight, and it actually makes no difference for a digital signal to have a premium cable that's thicker or braided or whatever else. Having this nice lightweight wire, much easier to manage, super flexible too. I like this one. Monoprice is actually fairly well known for their headphones, headsets, at least that's my understanding.
So these are their $90 active noise canceling gaming headphones.
Interesting. Let's have the unboxing experience here, my friends. You can put your name tag in here, put like a business card in there so someone could, wait, what? Is there actually a spot to put it? Oh yeah, there we go, it goes in from this side, okay. Oh, but you could take it out if you want. So, if nothing else, you've got a hook and loop business card holder, even if the headphones are complete garbage and you need them.
So you've got these inline controls, and I like that it's got that soft touch finish.
Yeah, they would have done well to put this same finish on the mouse. These buttons are very rudimentary buttons. These are cheap buttons. So they're USB to power the active noise canceling, but audio is actually handled via analog, is that correct?
That's what it looks like.
Oh, that's an unfortunate position for the inline control. This thing is heavy. Whoa, these are clampy.
Yes.
No length adjustment on the microphone. You know what, I actually kind of like the bit of resistance to the articulation of the ear cups though, because it means that they're not constantly like fighting you. And that active noise canceling is basically just like someone going in your ear.
Yeah,
Like that is.
you're trading HVAC for a hiss. Well, if you don't like the $90 premium ones, you'll love the $30, or I should say $28 worse ones.
Oh wow, these barely even have padding in the top. They're probably better than what I was using for 28 bucks back when I was like first getting into gaming. But this is one of those things where I'd really recommend saving up or waiting for a Black Friday promotion or something.
In our cheap gaming headset roundup, there were other sets for $25 that were better.
They're done, they're done. I'm giving these
混合型大戦艦一番艦混合行くぞ。こいつらは私が相手をしてやろう。こいつらは私が相手をしてやろう。 撃を要請。わかった。全艦優先攻撃目標を指定する。 戦闘開始。我々はアドミラリティコードに従うだけだ。分かった。分かった。戦場に火災が発生。消火を任せる。
a recommendation over these. Because for $90, you can get some pretty good stuff. Whereas for like 30 bucks, yeah, you can certainly get stuff that's a lot better than this, but like, yeah, I don't recommend either. None of what I just did should be construed as an endorsement.
This is the Monoprice desk cover modesty panel with wire management. You know, your desk, you're very privileged. There's a wall there, but some people might have, you know, other colleagues.
Desk cover modesty panel.
So you can man spread without your privates exposed on kilt day.
So what? The idea is you hang this off the back of your desk with these clips. You actually screw this onto your desk, and then you just take your excess cable and just like put it in your pocket here.
Well, I think you run it this way, and there's these little Velcros that you could tie it in there with. See that? 28 bucks.
28 bucks. Yeah, if it was me, I'd probably just get a tablecloth or like.
Would you believe it has no reviews on Amazon?
Yeah, I would.
Personally, I think it's great. If you're the type to stick your boogers to the bottom side of your desk, David Ratcliffe.
How else can Monoprice improve my gaming experience today?
Gaming, I don't know, but they have other verticals that they specialize in, like smart home stuff with their Stitch line
Oh, interesting.
of what appears to be Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons.
So this is a door window sensor.
When it gets opened, it'll make an audible beep, but apparently it's not that loud. But in addition, you'll also get a notification to your phone no matter where you are in the world because it's Wi-Fi, not just Bluetooth.
So really today's theme is not home security though and home automation. It's like your desk setup, right? So the way that I see it, you got something really,
Ooh.
you know, valuable in this drawer here or something.
Wait, let's put something valuable in that drawer.
Yeah. So if I were to come in here and steal your scissors.
Hey! Oh, there it is. Hey, let's see if I can get a tamper alarm. Pull off the big one.
Sure.
Hey, you tampering with my stuff? Oh, you are tampering.
Nice, that's not a bad delay either, is
Bad
it?
boy. I probably should have given you this earlier. This is the Monoprice 5-port 10/100/1000 megabit per second unmanaged gigabit Ethernet switch for $18.
That's not even a great price, actually.
Hey man, it's got 5 ports, even though the product page says 8. And this has the fakest review ever. It says, works great. I love all Monoprice products I buy, and they stand behind the quality.
Look, I'm not saying I'm too good to wear a headlamp. I'm definitely not too good to wear a headlamp. I'm just saying you gotta have the top one because these straps wear out, and that's what'll actually hold it in place. Now with that said, this seems pretty all right. Yeah, so you can get a TP-Link switch with a metal housing for $14.99 with Prime. This thing is done. It's done. It's
Done,
out.
bud.
It's out. It's out. It's done.
You don't blow, you just hum. No, other way, other way.
Why the hell do they have this?
Because they sell music stuff. I know what you're gonna do. I should have just bought the $150 guitar.
Well, I'll be keeping that in my high security drawer lest anyone try to steal it from me.
That's a bargain at $8.26. Although, keep in mind, 22% of people gave it a 1 star for not working at all. So for $65, I got us.
You know, James, I think you're really stretching the definition of desk accessories here.
What are you talking about? This is DIY phone case. Dude, I'm making a screen protector right now.
Shut up.
I figure
you're not.
We're gonna vacuum seal your phone.
All right.
Where's the
Press
vacuum seal?
Vacuum seal.
Oh yeah, baby. Isn't this the vacuumer? This is an accessory hose.
Oh, now
Ah,
it's working. Seems pretty sealed.
I think you just hit the release buttons now. Can you use it?
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, hell
thing,
yeah.
bud. Hold on. Let's see if my fingerprint sensor works.
No,
Hold on.
no.
Maybe if I, okay. Nope, no fingerprint sensor. Let's try the iris scan. Come on, baby. Can you work through that? Come on, work with me here. No match.
Can you please keep your phone in there until the end of the day?
But I can use it.
Can you keep it in there through WAN show?
No.
Come on, please.
No, I'm not doing that. I mean, how am I supposed to?
Put it in your hoodie.
Like what?
That's awesome. Look, it's a quick release.
So overall then, you know what? I'm actually kind of disappointed.
So does that mean that you don't think that Monoprice is clearly better than Amazon Basics?
No, I really don't think I would say that at all. I think they come out ahead on the keyboard, even though these switches are really inconsistent feeling. But the mouse isn't great. The mouse pad's all right. I think I'd have a pretty hard time recommending this monitor. It's just nothing special.
Stick to cables, Monoprice.
Yeah, good cables. Monoprice. Good cables, and I mean, this thing seems all right too, I guess.
You don't know that.
Speaking of seems all right, our sponsor for today's video, Storyblocks. With Storyblocks Video, you can get studio quality video clips for a fraction of the cost. We use it all the time here on TechWiki, and they have all kinds of stuff in their member library, including HD and 4K footage, After Effects templates, motion backgrounds, and more. Plus, with membership, you can get discounts on millions of additional marketplace clips where you save 40% compared to the regular purchase price for non-members, and the original artist takes home a commission of the sale price. All content is royalty-free, so you can use it for both personal and commercial projects, and new clips get added regularly, so there's always something fresh to download. Check it out today at the link in the video description. So thanks for watching, guys. If you disliked this video, you can hit that button, but if you liked it, hit like, get subscribed, or maybe consider checking out where to buy the stuff we featured, except
If
not
you're a
the headlamp,
masochist.
not the headphones or headsets. The monitor, I'm pretty on the fence on. The keyboard, I'm on the fence about.
Network
the mouse
switch.
is not great. The network switch is a no-go. The mouse pad's solid.
That kazoo, though.
That kazoo, my precious.
Oh, I got a notification.
So, what else? Oh yeah, also linked in the video description our merch store, which has cool shirts like this one, and our community forum, which you should totally join. Our merch store also has, where are those cable ties? Where are the cable ties? Our merch store also has these cable ties that are more expensive than mono prices and not better. But like, they're fine too. And double-sided printing. Available in white and orange. LTTstore.com. Now, it's no secret that iFixit has been a long-time sponsor of our channel, and we use their kits for all kinds of things, from repairing phones to building computers to, I mean, I'm sure someone in this building has picked their nose with an iFixit kit. That doesn't necessarily mean that an iFixit kit is the be-all and end-all of toolkits. In fact, some of you have suggested to us that you can actually build your own iFixit kit for much cheaper on AliExpress. So that is exactly what I tasked Anthony with. This is what we're calling the iFuxit kit. We changed one vowel, and we're gonna walk you guys through how it compares to the brand name iFixit kit for half the price. Mack Weldon's Silver line of underwear, shirts, and socks are naturally antimicrobial, which means they keep you from smelling so bad. Use offer code TechTips20 to get 20% off at the link below. Okay, so let's start with what's in a typical iFixit ProTech toolkit. You got a few of their astonishingly bendy, like pry tools. You've got one of their suction cups. You've got an ESD wrist strap. You've got some ESD safe tweezer, like reverse tweezers. You've got a couple of little grabber tweezer doodads. You've got These are great. So these are their spudgers. So these are pry/poking tools. You can use these to like pop off a Wi-Fi antenna or whatever else. You've got this metal pry tool. You've got their, I forget what they call this, something knife.
The Jimmy.
Jimmy, yeah, Jimmy tool. And then you get their 64-bit driver kit, which has the extension, the driver handle, and then a whole bunch of different bits that we've used to take apart everything from a Nintendo DS to a computer monitor. Pretty much you name it, you can take it apart with one of these in a guide on iFixit.com. But the thing is that none of this stuff is really that unique. Oh, I missed the guitar picks, which are literally guitar picks, except blue with an iFixit logo on them. Like, you can get a lot of this functionality elsewhere. So let's try to do just that. Anthony, hit me with what you found.
All right, well, the screwdriver kit is obviously the most important part, or well, what most people would call the most important part. And this here is the, I think it's called Alouette.
The Alouette. So you know what? This actually reminds me a lot of the older iFixit kit. So it's got these little rubbery bases that all of the bits go into, like that. It's got a really different looking extension, and the driver itself is quite different from either revision of the iFixit, but it feels okay. The rubberized grip is not bad. This isn't metal, this is plastic. So it does feel a little less, you know, the quality. But is this a ratchet? I can't really tell. I don't know what this is doing.
You know, you want to, yeah.
Oh, interesting. So there's a couple cool features of this guy then. Now this won't necessarily help you get into some of the tight spaces that I've had trouble with the iFixit kit, because the only way to extend this one out of the box anyway is to take the hex driver that's just the same size as the bits, and then you can get a little bit of extra length. Now, one other thing that they actually removed that they used to have on the old iFixit driver is this hex hole through the top that you can use to jam something in it and then get a little bit more leverage if you don't have enough from the rubberized grip. They removed that from this revision, and that is something that I missed from the old one. Now, the last thing that I'm not that pleased with is the variety of the bits here. There's just not nearly as many bits, and some of the really obscure ones, like security Torxes, are simply not present. So for those of you not familiar, a security Torx has a hollowed out middle so that you can use it to remove security Torx screws. All right, so that's our screwdriver. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to see if there's anything else interesting here. 3 Torxes up here with the 2 tri-wings, and then like a female Phillips with a hex on the end. That's kind of interesting. So you could use your screwdriver to something, I guess. There's 1 pentalobe bit that I can see.
The springy thing here, it actually works at like very extreme angles. So like you can actually do like 180 degrees here.
That looks like a much smoother action there.
It's cross compatible. These use the same diameter, I believe.
Oh, handy. So if you liked certain components of a different kit, or you just needed a top up of bits or whatever else.
Yep.
All right, so you're saying this is by far the most expensive part of our DIY kit. How much is this?
Yeah, it was about $12, $13.
Ooh.
That is called the Jake Me.
I like this. And I actually like that it's a little bit longer and doesn't taper quite as much. It feels a little more secure in my hand. So how much is a Jake Me?
The Jake Me costs $2.42 US.
Great value. Recommended. Cordless wrist strap. Be a bro. Wear an anti-static strap. So basically, as we conduct to the metal screw that's in the top through the resistor, we will dissipate some static buildup. I really wouldn't count on this, though.
So the few things that I've seen that actually test these out show that it is basically no different than if you're not wearing one.
Got it. So the iFixit spudger actually doesn't go quite so thin at the tip. This one's a little worn, but that's not the entire reason why it's so dull at the end. So I'm gonna pick a spot. Okay, got my spot. And I'm gonna just bend it back, hopefully without hurting myself. So I can bend that back 90 degrees with my hands. Spudger, same spot.
Roughly,
Not a friggin' chance. Like, this, I don't care how much it costs. I wouldn't pry something with this because I'd probably end up hurting myself. You know, I'm gonna give a pass to the screwdriver set because I think it's a great value.
It's not an iFixit kit, but...
So this is iFixit. This is the off-brand one. And in terms of strength, I'd say not quite, but the blade is a little thinner. And there are times when that might have actually been handy for me. It's nice that I get all these other options. Now, I don't typically like to use metal tools for prying because you tend to leave marks in the casing of whatever it is you're trying to take apart. But this curved one here, it's got quite a lot of strength to it. You can really get some leverage on that, depending how much this whole kit is. Even if I had an iFixit kit, I'd probably run out and grab one of these just for this guy, and then these other similarly bent ones. You got a nice wide one here, and then a more pointed, but wider, like really strong tip here that you could really put some force on. I really like these extra ones that come with it.
Yeah, so this one cost $3.75 US for those.
Strong recommendation for these ones. Really like
$1.25
these.
a piece.
So I've got the iFixit ones in my right hand, and I've got our off-brand iFixit in my left hand here. And you can see that iFixit includes this sort of broader tweezer that I actually find myself using an awful lot just to pick up a screw that I've dropped that's non-ferrous or whatever the case may be. But really my main criticism of the iFixit angled one is that the tip, if you try to do any real grabbing or prying, anything forceful with it, they do bend quite easily. And so that's, you know, where these can really stand out to me.
Yeah, my iFixit kit at home, I ended up breaking off the tip of the angled ones because they're a little bit, you know, less sturdy.
Now, it's not a direct replacement for a broader, grippier, like more of a grabber, and I still want one of those